Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. In today's video I've got a very special smartphone to share with you. This is the Nuu Mobile G3, but it's a really cool ruby red colour, which is ideal if you're looking for a Valentine's gift for somebody. Apart from it being this gorgeous red colour, which I'll show you in more detail very shortly, it's also fantastic value for money, amazing specs for the price. So do stay tuned. I'm going to give you a look under the close-up cam very shortly and also show you how the camera performs as well. Now, a disclaimer for you, this has been sent to me free of charge by Nuu Mobile. They've made this video possible. It does not change what I'm going to say about this phone. I'm going to tell you about the good and the bad during this video. So let's get straight under the close-up cam and have a look at the Nuu Mobile G3. So this is the Nuu Mobile G3. It's a really great looking smartphone, fantastic value for money as I mentioned before. Before I show you the actual smartphone itself, I do just want to mention that with some of these less mainline smartphones, sometimes it's hard to get cases for them. Chudia do in fact make a case for this smartphone. This is the Chudia case and it fits very nicely indeed. Let's just pop this in just so you can see this inside the case. So if you do want to protect your smartphone, you can pick up a Chudia case for it. Very cool indeed. So let's just take this out because I want to really show you this gorgeous colour of the Nuu Mobile G3. Just look at how this catches the light. This is fantastic. I absolutely love the colour of the back of this phone. Admittedly, it does show a little bit more fingerprints than maybe a sort of more muted colour, but they're easily wiped off and it just looks absolutely fantastic when it catches the light. Very nice indeed. Now the specifications of this phone are really good as well. You can see on the back here we've got two cameras. It's a 13 megapixel and a 5 megapixel camera on the back. Also dual LED flash, and also at this price point, which is really impressive, a fingerprint sensor as well. I'll show you that in action very shortly. Along this side, completely clear. Along this side we've got the power on off button, which has got this nice little pattern to it. We've also got the volume up and down. Across the top edge we've got the SIM card tray. Now this is really cool because this SIM card tray will accept dual SIMs or a micro SD card memory expansion plus one SIM. So dual SIMs or one SIM and the memory card. And then across the bottom, again really impressive at this price point. Not micro USB, we've got USB-C for charging. Very impressive indeed. We've also got the microphone and the speaker across the bottom as well. Combination of glass, metals and plastics, feels very nice. Round the front, let's just use this fingerprint sensor. So we're going to go tap on it. You're going to see my finger tap on it. Ready? Very fast, very accurate. Not the fastest of fingerprint sensors. That's one of the things I would like to point out in this review, is although it's very accurate, it's not lightning fast like some flagship smartphones, but more than acceptable. Then on the front here we've got a 5.7 inch screen. It's 18:9 format ratio, 1440 by 720 pixel resolution, which is an HD plus screen. Inside we've got a MediaTek 2.39 GHz octa-core processor. It's 4G LTE, 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage, and as I say, that 64 GB of storage can be expanded with the micro SD card if you so wish. Let's have a look inside the settings. We go down to system and then about phone. You can see it's running Google Android version 8.0 out of the box. Let's just see if you can see this a little bit clearer. This in fact I think is the lowest brightness that the screen will go to. Here we go. Perhaps you can read that a little bit better now. So version 8 out of the box. So almost up to the latest version of Google Android. Really nice coloured screen as well. Little bit of colour drop off on the sort of really sort of wide angles, but very good colour. And it goes very bright. Let me just put that brightness all the way back up so you can see how bright this goes. This is a very bright panel. More than bright enough to use in direct sunlight. I think that Nuu Mobile have done a fantastic job on this. Now I also want to just swipe up, show you what comes pre-installed on the phone. And these are the pre-installed apps. and obviously it supports the Google Play Store, which is already installed on there. So very nice range of apps, not too much bloatware on there, just the real necessities, just what you need to get going. Let's also come back out. We'll pop into the camera and then just pop into some of the photos I've already taken. Let's rotate this round into landscape orientation. Really nice colour to these photos. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, even though this phone was sent to me, I will tell you the bad things. So the camera is not that quick at focusing. You do have a little bit of a delay. So if you're one that takes sort of action photos, a lot of sport photos with your smartphone, you might get a little bit frustrated here because it just takes that little extra sort of, not even half a second, but that extra little delay to actually take the photo or to focus. But once that photo's taken, really good colour rendition, colour tonality, very, very good indeed. Nice amount of detail here as well. Let's move across. Oh, that's back to the camera. Let's just move across this way. These are my minions here, and also the rest of my Funko Pops. Let's just put the brightness up a tiny bit on these, just to show you a little bit better the photos. Here we go, back to the photos. It's jumped back out. That was my fault. Here we go. This is the first photo I showed you. Let's move across to my little collection here of Funko Pops. Really nice amount of detail, really good focus, and these colours are really true to what I'm seeing with the naked eye. So really good performance by the camera. It captures good quality video as well. I'm mainly testing it with photos. Here's another photo I took. Again, nice amount of detail, and these are in less than optimal lighting conditions as well. So a really good performance by the camera, and overall quite a good performance by the smartphone as a whole. It's a really nice experience actually. These are the Google apps that come pre-installed. You've got all of the normal things you'd expect on an Android smartphone, customizing wallpapers, widgets, settings, and as I say, running Google Android version 8 out of the box. And the design of this is really nice. We've got a slight curved edge to the screen, and this really nice band going around in the red colour. And then, as I showed you earlier, when you go round to the back, it looks absolutely fantastic. Really very, very good indeed. So let's have a look at this on the main camera. This is the colour that I showed you earlier. Just very, very cool. Let's use that fingerprint sensor and unlock, and you can see the screen. Although it's a lower resolution screen, that 1440 by 720 I think is more than good enough for this size of screen, and it's got a really nice quality to it. You know, really nice colours, nice and vibrant, and decent viewing angles as well. Not too much colour shift at those acute angles there. So very, very cool. Now, this is a live broadcast, of course. Let's have a look inside the live chat. Big hello to Rob Maguire, to Paul Whitaker, and Anthony Paglici. Sorry if I mispronounce your name wrong. And also Lop Inti. Thank you very much for tuning in. We've also got SJ15 saying it's a shame all of these nice looking phones. It's a shame all these nice looking phones and you cover the design with a case to protect them. Yeah, that is a shame. It is a shame. Some people rock their phones without a case on, and it is a shame you have to cover up these really nice designs, because this is gorgeous, and I would certainly be tempted to carry this without a case, even though you will get fingerprints on the back. If you are sort of paranoid Android about it, then pop a case on and you can at least protect it from bumps and scratches. But something like this, I definitely want a clear case on. I want to show this off, because it just, when it catches the light, it is fantastic. Now for the price, yeah, it does come down to price. We get these flagship smartphones nowadays, £500, £600, £800, £1,000 upwards in some cases. In all honesty, this isn't going to perform as good as a £800, £900 or £1,000 smartphone, but this is coming in at around about the £200 mark, and that's with no contract, no tie-in. That's just you buying the phone outright, unlocked, SIM free, and you can put your own SIM card in. For that sort of price, this is an absolute steal. The camera performs admirably. The battery, easily get a day on a full charge between charges. The screen is brilliant. The performance, more than acceptable. You've got the Google Android Play Store on here as well. You've got Android version 8. You've got everything you need to do your communication, social networking, watch videos, view websites. In fact, I had a little browse of my own website on here, and you can see this is my website. It's a nice sort of cool, neutral, almost neutral white on the screen. Really nice scrolling performance as well. Very readable on the text, and very, very fluid, very, very smooth. And again, coming back to the price, for this price point, that is absolutely brilliant. This is a really good performer. And I think what's made the big difference here is with the Nuu Mobile G3, instead of sticking to 2 GB or 3 GB of RAM, with this particular one, they've put in 4 GB of RAM, which I think is fantastic, and 64 GB of storage. So even if you didn't put a micro SD card in here, you've still got plenty of storage for all of your apps and your photos. So I think that combination, I think it's mainly the 4 GB of RAM and of course the processor, but the fact you haven't got that memory issue with what you do experience with some phones that have got 2 or 3 GB of RAM in, I think that's what makes this a bit of a smoother performance and a really good price. Very, very good price. A big hello to Brixton VZ. Thanks for tuning in. And also Mark Appleton saying, I'd really like to try an Android, but I think I'm stuck in the Apple walled garden. Well, yeah, the Apple ecosystem is a big issue for some people. When I switched to Android, and admittedly I have gone back to iOS now, the only thing I really missed was iMessage. But if you do want to give Android a try at this price point, maybe it's a possibility you could try it with a cheaper or more attainable smartphone first and just see if it's a good fit for you. If you can live without iMessage or find an alternative, something like WhatsApp for example, if you've got other people within your sort of network, within your family and friends that use WhatsApp instead of iMessage, then I think it could be a fairly smooth transition, because looking back, that was really the only thing or the main thing that I missed. So you could certainly do that and give it a try. Anyway, that is it for this particular video. This is the Nuu Mobile G3. I mentioned the red colour because we've got Valentine's Day coming up. All things red, of course, for Valentine's Day. And if you got this for somebody that you loved on Valentine's Day in this gorgeous colour, I think they'd be very, very impressed. They really would appreciate it. So do check out the links down in the video description area to where you can pick this up for yourself. Some of the links down there are affiliate links, so they don't cost you any more. I get a little bit of kickback if you make a purchase using them. Check out those links. There's also a link where you can buy this direct from Nuu Mobile. That's in the video description area as well. If you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you won't miss out on my future videos. Give the like button a little tickle as well. That really does help me. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you in another video very soon.